Hello, hello. We are officially testing the volume here. Oh, it's a little laggy. Give me a... yeah, I'm working. I'm here. Hello. New and old friends alike, welcome to the show. I am Valkyrie, your humble host. We have some things to cover today, and as usual, ask me anything. I am fucking here for it. How do you do? I have been razzled and dazzled since M60. Yeah, I don't know. It just kind of fits the vibe. I already had it recorded from a different thing I did for my Art of the Scam live stream a long time ago. So we're chilling. Howdy, howdy, YouTube schizophrenic. You are a topic today, for better or worse. Howdy doody. So I'm kind of getting started here. I am out of bud, which is like my preferred way to smoke, specifically joints. So if you want to donate, feel free. But I have a vape pen here. I was gonna read off what it is. It is by B brand, powered by Buddies. It is lime sorbet. It is infused, which is not my favorite, but I had it, so here we are. The total canna is 92.84%. The THC is 91.26%, and the CBD is low as fuck. So we are here for it. Howdy. So I know what you're all here for. You're here for Malice's little rant last night, which is fine and dandy, and that's what we're gonna do. Malice, of course, someone who has multiple times insisted that I am a narcissist at this point, to the point where she has even threatened, whether joking or not, to have her medical degree wielding husband or partner get on stream and diagnose me with narcissism, which would be illegal everywhere, or at least every first world country. Yes, I do have the PayPal. It's in the little description thing. I also have a new Stream Elements, which is I've never used before, so it will be a learning curve. I went ahead and pinned it. You can find me, or I just opened a merch store. Check it out on my community tab. I got some cool new merch that I'm excited about. As a fellow stoner, if I had money, I would totally support you. It's fine. I totally get that. I have grocery money, but I'm not going to spend my grocery money on weed. Proof is gaslighting. Everything is gaslighting, I suppose. If you feel crazy suddenly. But you know what isn't crazy? This is crazy. This is literally insane. You are a narcissist. Oh my god, you are crazier or as crazy as Queen of Karma. That's not gaslighting, guys. Responsible? Well, I wouldn't go that far. I'm also falling behind on my phone bill, but Poe just started a new job where he'll be making a lot more money. So I'm kind of in that sweet little bipolar area of I can spend this money, but I can't spend that money. It keeps me out of trouble. Is she still fucking doing this? Well, she had stuff to say. And I guess actually now that I'm here and thinking about it, I suppose it would be better to start off with her chatty chat, right? Her community tab. Because I thought some of the wording there was kind of interesting for how she announced it. So we'll do this, that, and the other. Present, please. There you are. So for one thing, I like that she was like, I think in the time I've been watching Malice, she said she's going to stop covering Carly like 20 million thousand times. I know that's an exaggeration, and I am addressing it now that is an exaggeration, because unlike my tweets that keep changing numbers and how many times I tagged people, I'm okay with knowing when I'm exaggerating. So here it is. Hello, loves. Ugh. If you've been with me from the beginning, you may want to tune in today's live. Why? Why does it matter how long they've been following you? Isn't your message on brand and on topic enough that it shouldn't matter how much support you've already garnered from people? I just thought that was really strange. Does anyone think that wording is kind of strange? Still waiting for that break she promised 3 times. Does it remind you of someone? Someone? Just saying. She will never stop covering Carly. Carly gets her the views. Otherwise, she's boring. Indeed. Probably. I don't know. Hello, new to your channel. I've watched the interview. Well, welcome, Living Lovely. I've heard your name around. I have no bias. No frets. I just recognize your name, so welcome. Extremely strange, yeah. Loves. I hope that's not love bombing. I felt I should watch since Malice made accusations about me. Yeah, she seems... For someone who wants to get on my ass for making accusations I've never made, she certainly is quick to make them, I feel. Dina was going to go live today, but since you were, she's waiting till tomorrow. Oh, I didn't mean to fucking boot her from the fucking thing. I'm sorry, Dina. We love you, Dina. All right, let's continue with this for a second. I have a confession to make and a few things to get off my chest. It will most likely change the course of how I go about things and who I interact with going forward, as well as answering a few questions I'm sure people have had in their minds for a while. Much love and hope to see you there, Mal. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot. I was going to put Mal versus Val on my thumbnail, but I never got around to it. Oh, well. So, loves and then love. I don't know. It seems a little over the top. And then if you want to be with me from the beginning, and then it goes like a confession. I don't know. If you're only making a confession to the people that have been there from the beginning, it kind of gives me the understanding that it's been from the get-go. But change the course of how I go about things and who I interact with will be interesting. Do you think she has any questions concerning Chaotic and her sister and the involvement in Queen of Karma in that troll account and how they were using the same insults as the troll account that Queen of Karma wanted to say was me? Just wondering. As well as answering a few questions I'm sure people have on their minds for a while. See, one, the answering a few questions should always be happening. And it shouldn't be, I'm sure people have had on my minds. I answer questions up here that I've been asked recently. And I have an open discussion every time I come up and say that everyone is free to ask questions. This is not how I would ever word something, which is not enough to say anything. I'm not accusing her of anything. But it got my attention in that it's like, it seems serious, but it's so vague. And it's clearly only meant for people that are going to support her anyway. And then if you kick the comments, right? Oh, God. Have fun with that. Whatever it is, you'll have our support. I love you, Mal. Like, I don't know. It's all very... And then what I also thought was interesting about it is that, you know, if I were to do a actual confession and talk about how I'm going to be changing the course of my things, it would either be like a walk-in stream, like a pop-up, and we're just having a discussion, or it would be like a video or stream on itself. But not for Malice. Not for Malice. She had to get the Carly content in there. Let's check chat for a minute. Oh, it's gone bonkers. This, and then I felt I should watch, yep. I'm sorry, Dina, again. Malice and Queen are the only two people who flip out on me following our interview. At least Queen didn't make a fool of herself during it, which is funny because she usually does with interviews. I don't remember what that was in response to. Work drama. Oh, work drama is worse than internet drama. I would take internet drama any day. Yeah, it's all very smoke and mirrors, I feel like, but we'll see. I kind of listened to it while I was recording. I always say that. I should just start typing it that way. YouTube Schizophrenic, you did great with that live and handled yourself well. I would agree. YouTube Schizophrenic might not like some things I say today. Which is not to say I'm going to accuse him of anything. Everyone calm down. But I know she brings up a topic and we'll talk about it when we get there. Damn it, the Bambis are in the yard. Oh, so cute. We love the Bambis. Love how he handled it. Does my Streamlabs link go to your PayPal? Yes. Yes, it does. If you have any other suggestions, I'm still in the networking of all the cash stuff, so I'm learning as I go here. Chaotic clearly enjoys manipulating people based on the recorded call with Carly, and I need to find that originally. And speaking of original videos, I've heard that a copy of my reaction to the call to Carly, or Carly's call to Malice, whatever the case may be, is on Kiwi Farms. And if anyone wants the original, I do have it here somewhere, because I save things before I react to them generally. I've gotten used to dealing with Queen, and Malice is not better about deleting things. Yeah, YouTube's kind of crazy. Like, it's fun for a while, but you gotta be able to walk around. Water, but I mean, alcohol. Yeah, you know, it's a little early in the day and I have no booze. Donate to give me booze. I took a step back after my fallout with Malice, then I saw she still mentions me. Weird, because all I did was admit I was wrong about a few things, and I didn't agree with Malice was doing. Yeah, and I don't remember how I heard your name, but I do feel like it was out of Malice's mouth. I don't remember what she said. You know, I'm kind of a proof guy. Words kind of just blurp. She'll never stop. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go back to doing things here. Because we're talking about deers and stuff, so we're having a good time. Alright, we might have to check that out after we do our thing today, huh? So I think we've covered that, you know, this wasn't important enough to make its own video or stream. It had to be conglomerated with a reaction to Carly. And it's weirdly worded, in my opinion, which is not an accusation. I will admit to my wrongdoing. She has nothing on me because I didn't do anything. Well, and that's the thing, is I think if anyone watched the interview on YouTube Schizophrenic's channel, you'll find that I'm just like, you have nothing on me, and you keep poking to make a fool out of me, but it's not working, is it? And I'm pretty sure she was like, oh, you just did. And it's like, no, I did not. Calm down. Well, enjoy. I am better at 2x. So if anyone wants to just skip this and watch the replay, what's good about the live is you get to be part of the conversation, but I do not blame anyone for listening to me on 2x. Yeah. All right. But so we'll go ahead and start listening to what she had to say, guys. I hope she did her research. I hope she doesn't compare people's pain. I hope she doesn't make any accusations or implications without proof. Except for, I should mention that none of this video, this rant, had proof. So it actually isn't the video. But actually, I wanted to read off one more thing. She calls me a narcissist a lot, right? So I thought, this is not me in any way, shape, or form diagnosing Malice, who if I were to make a guess, based on her reactions to psychiatric kind of things, has never seen the inside of a therapist's office. I would bet a joint on that, but not, you know. She doesn't talk like someone who's done the work. That's what I'm saying. So, what is a narc rant? I'm just going to put in narc rant definition into Google. I'm not going to show it. So if you find a different thing, then whatever. But let's do 8 signs of narcissistic rage. 1. The narcissist doesn't get his or her way, even when it's unreasonable. 2. The narcissist is criticized in some way, even when the critique is made diplomatically, reasonably, and constructively. 3. The narcissist isn't treated as the center of attention, even when there are other priorities. 4. The narcissist is caught in rule breaking, violating social norms, or disrespecting boundaries. 5. The narcissist is asked to be held accountable for his or her actions. 6. The narcissist suffers a blow to his or her idealized egotistical self-image, such as when being told they will not be given an exception to the rule or be granted special treatment. 7. The narcissist is reminded of his or her charade, manipulation, exploitation, inadequacy, shame, or self-loathing. 8. The narcissist feels that they are not in control of their relational or physical surroundings. So, and let's I was hoping more for what they look like. But let's see. Outward signs. Bouts of rage when not given the attention they deserve, screaming or yelling, angry or explosive outbursts, intense anger, sudden fits of anger, becoming verbally or physically aggressive, inability to control rage, intentionally trying to inflict pain, emotional or physical, on others. Passive aggression, giving the silent treatment, withdrawing or being aloof, avoiding someone, hidden resentment, neglecting to do things, using sarcasm to cut people down, righteous indignation, a sense of entitlement, becoming hostile or bitter, cutting people off as a means to protect their self-esteem, and dissociation. So, I'll let you decide. Just saying. I'm just saying, I've spent a lot of time covering Beth, and Beth projects a lot. A lot. And so, I'm not opposed if someone's calling me a narcissist over and over again, and they say their mother is a narcissist, but somehow that part didn't make it to her interview. I thought that would be interesting to talk about, wouldn't it? Your relationship with a narcissist parent. And how maybe you would have learned how to stonewall people, and what kind of therapy that you had to go through after that. I'm just wondering. I'm going to skip some of these because I was reading for a while, but I think this one is good. So, yeah, Beth is Queen of Karma. Bringing up disabilities constantly. Yeah, some of these things you are. I'm. Excuse me. I forgot how to mute. Okay. Sorry. Dying. I'm going to get things loaded up. Sorry, that was my fault. We're on it. We're on it, guys. I just, I'm not used to vaping. I wouldn't say hasn't mentioned, but I was willing to let bygones be bygones, but stop opening your mouth and saying shit about me, and I won't have to react. Just saying. Who's the video on? Ms. Black, of course. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be groovy. I hope everyone's looking forward to it. Yeah, I went in, I kicked a beehive, and all I gotta say is that I wasn't wrong, was I? I threw a wide net. You know, when you're fishing, you throw a wide net, and, I did that. Just saying. I know I did it. I'm trying to figure out what layout's the best, huh, guys? No, I don't want to be over there. I don't know. I don't know. This one's not bad. Did she mention Polly Pockets in her live? Was it during the rant part? Because I only saved the rant part. So if there's more to find out, give me a timestamp, and I'm happy to look more into it. But we're gonna start. We're gonna make sure she's comfortable,
so we can enjoy the stream and get things over and done with.
Exactly, Mouse. Exactly. Thank you for chiming in. Can everyone hear her? And like I said, I wasn't super watching it. I tend to record things on my phone and then download a version of them in case. So there's the audio version, and then there's the backup video version, and then there's the backup of watching it online, all depending on who deletes their streams when. But I whipped this up real quick, and I thought the art was fun, so. Okay, good volume. We like the volume. Fantastic. All right, let's continue with our journey.
So there's been a lot of drama.
Well, you are a drama channel. And I am, at this point, a drama channel. So yeah, drama will occur.
It's been drama. Mostly centered around Sam and myself. And am I the Sam troll?
Are you? Because, like, I don't... Is that the drama? Is it really? Or is it that you've, like, kind of ruined your own credibility and it's like a whole thing there, Malice? I can't define myself. What? No way. But yeah, as far as the OG Reddit, congrats to you guys. You know, it took me forever to find that Reddit, because I don't know if anyone's seen Methods of Madness, my stream, but it's pretty much going, where the fuck are the rules in the other Reddit? But, you know, I'm crazy.
Am I the one who has been trolling Samantha? Am I the one who has been saying all of these ugly things to Samantha?
Malice, personally, it's not, did Malice do it? It's who did it? And what can we do to avoid it happening further? These kind of behaviors. It's not all about you, Malice. You are surrounded by other people who might be involved. Why aren't you asking about them?
Yada, yada, yada. I mean...
Oh, well...
Come on. TYS did a whole stream where he showed how I wrote.
Are you TYS? I guess you would be the YouTube schizophrenic. I always put YouTube schizophrenic like YTS. You're a man of many anagrams, no doubt.
My writing style and all this stuff, so it must be true.
No one said that. No, nobody said, because people question it, that it must be true.
Right?
No.
It must be true.
Repeating things is a behavior tactic that is used to, like, she's being condescending. She's making people feel stupid for wondering if it could be true. That's not the same as assuming it is true.
Unfortunately, for everybody involved, it is not me.
That's not unfortunate for everyone involved? Like, at all? That's not unfortunate for Sam, is it? I wouldn't think. It's not unfortunate for me, so long as you now wonder who the fuck did it and take all precautions to not let it happen in your community.
It is not me. I know. It's easy to blame me.
No. Who blamed you? I mean, I guess the chat could have. But, like, you're vague posting on YouTube. Help me out here. Yes, exactly. Police your own community. Hold your own to a higher standard, Malice. Figure it out. Figure it out. That's a clip I need to get, is figure it out. Yeah, I think YTS is better, personally. Yes, I did do the art here. Thank you. You never thought it was her? I never thought it was anyone. I've just been curious as to who it's been, and I'm following the red lines, and I'm asking questions, and I get really confused when people think questions are accusations. If you want to be defensive and reel back and then say, sorry I was defensive, Valkyrie, maybe then we could have a chat. Mouse has the ideology that she is the only one who is entitled to an opinion. I'm kind of learning that. Reflect on why it was easy to blame you. Thank you, Fox. You are amazing. Getting it as I'm putting it down. It's not about if you did it. You should be asking why people even believe that. Because I'm a nobody on the internet. And when I say I'm betting my credibility on this, you know what? You know what? There's a reason people believe me. And it's because I haven't been caught in jack diddly. Am I a twat sometimes? Sure. I think we all are. Well, I allow everyone in the chat to ask me questions. Feel free. I thought about doing one of those like ask.me's if those are still around. I honestly thought she'd laugh the chart off and we'd move on. I think I said the same thing when we were on stream. I still think it's a random troll viewer, but Malice made herself look guilty. It could be a lot of things. It doesn't even have to be someone I know the name of. It could be someone in their community I don't know the name of. I'm just saying.
So easy to blame me. But I'm also not the one sending Samantha shitty Instagram messages saying, oh, hey, Malice is posting about you in her Discord server. When the message in question was, hey, can you please go and send Samantha some support without mentioning me?
What? Hey, Malice. What did I say about not putting things on the internet if you don't want them taken somewhere else? Even my private Discord, everything I post in it, I give the universe a certain understanding that they're probably going to come up somewhere, sometime, somehow. You have to know that you are on the internet, and the internet is forever and very savable. You are a drama channel. Yeah. I'm a twat most of the time. I learned to hate humans. The heat of a billion suns. Mel speaks on me because I don't have a platform to speak. I can only leave comments. Well, and I think she saw my numbers and went, ha 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 ha, I can smoosh her into the ground. But you know what? I'm very stoic. And as someone who has experience with a narcissist, I know how to gray wall. Gray rock, not gray wall. Lol. All right, let's continue.
Because it's upsetting her. That's what I posted in my Discord server. I also am not the one.
You could have proven it. I know that I just put a little cartoon of you here, but that way I'm not doxing you, Malice. Congratulations. But as far as when you maybe are talking about things you posted in your Discord, if it's worth bringing up on stream, be willing to pull it up to your hundreds of viewers
who sent Sam a horrendous Instagram message wishing that people would cover her and saying people are going to cover her as a lol cow.
Wait, a vague post?
That was someone else who was analyzing the way I wrote and my patterns of writing. That wasn't me. That horrible message was somebody else.
So, because someone else posted a horrible message, are you implying it was that person?
But that's Sam's story to tell.
On her non-platform? I thought you were friends. I thought Sam was worth protecting. Malice?
Sam can share that with you.
On her non-platform? I thought you defend Sam, and she trusts you implicitly.
If she so pleases. Sam and I still friends? Why, yes, we are.
Good for fucking you. Is that a brag? Because, like, it is my experience having a abusive stepfather that he bragged about my mom always coming back too. It's not the flex you fucking think it is. We'll see what the chat has to say. The chart was extremely telling and still not made by me. And like, pictures aren't doxes? Yeah. No, seriously. That face picture comes from her own stream. Why is it suddenly calling a dox? And she's afraid of her ex, who's in a different continent, right? Like, wasn't he in South Africa? Or am I missing part of the story because I don't know all the Malice lore and therefore I don't have the right? Oh, I don't have the right. Anyone play Elden Ring? You'd get the joke.
Oh my god. I know, right? I know. Even though I've only been covering Carly TikTok lives. Why?
Only? Like, alright. Someone tell me the difference between a TikTok live and a YouTube live. Like, I haven't watched any of her TikTok lives. TikTok is for, like, kids, so I forget it exists all the time. Like, my 16-year-old sister plays on TikTok. I come to YouTube. I don't know. I'm from the before times. Oh, there's a Stalker X story now? Yeah, according to a YouTube Schizophrenic's interview. Yeah, it went from, it was a dox to something like, oh, I got really worried about me using my face on the internet because my ex-husband would find me. But the problem with that, too, is, Malice, you can't say that picture would put you in danger, but also say that picture you heavily filtered wasn't filtered and also wouldn't put you in danger. So which is it, buddy? She throws the word around a lot. Yeah, she does sound like super condescending. Like, listen, you're like around my age on the other side of the world on YouTube. You are not my mother. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that too. Let's go. Potato.
Sam and I are still friends? What? Oh my goodness. So I've been waiting, and I've been keeping my mouth shut.
I
have. I've been.
Anyone see her Twitter interaction with the foodie beauty people? Like, or whatever? I don't know who they are. But, like, I saw her have a whole comment thread where she was, like, defending. She was like, don't infantilize people with intellectual disabilities. That's ableism in itself. But here's the deal. If those people are actually children mentally, that's not infantile. I can't talk. Let me drink a coffee. You know what I mean. As Malice would call it, kid gloves. Yeah, isn't that weird? Isn't that fucking weird? Some good cleavage, huh? Weef.
I'm keeping my mouth shut.
All
of this. Hell, I even told my community to be nice to TY.
I even told my community to be nice to YouTube schizophrenic. But I don't have clout. What clout? Foolish.
Yes, and he saw himself out of my server by his own self.
Why the laugh after?
And that was the pushback he was getting, apparently. And he saw fit to address it because I don't know why.
You don't know why? Did you watch it? Like, I have to ask because you haven't watched any of my content. You just like flounder about going, stop accusing me. Stop making fun of me. I'm not a dumbass, I promise. Ableism. Goodness. I'm getting fucking high. I can tell you that right now.
Why? If you don't like it, ignore it, right? But that's another thing for another day.
What day? Tell us your plans. How important is it to you to react to these very important things that you have planned an entire stream that doesn't cover these things? But where's that evidence? I remember very vividly you going, where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? And then in rewatch, I'm like, it's right there. I see it. I ended my last stream on you, actually about you. I had one little pop-up I've deleted. Not deleted. It's just, it was a hangout. I don't know. I like to keep my channel on track. If you're worried about it, I'll put it back up. But the last one where I covered all this bullshit, I gotta say, I ended it saying, I'm the only one showing evidence. So your reaction should be, if you were paying attention, to show more evidence. Instead of taking all of my criticism, saying how sorry you are, but also not admitting that it was my criticism to begin with.
I am not the Sam troll. Dr. Ray, my love, you're in the wrong chat. I am not the Sam troll, and I can sit here.
She's done that a couple times. What does the my love, you're in the wrong chat? What does that mean? Am I missing something? Let's see what's up. Malice bakes with sweetened condescending milk instead of sweetened condensed milk. Fantastic. You're getting a star. I don't know what the star does other than save it for later. I might look at it. Mouth shut. I haven't been around in months and she talks about me. So now I'm here. Well, what's funny to me about women with too much time on their hands yelling at other people on the internet, but also insisting that they don't have anything to do with drama while also having a channel dedicated to various dramas, seems to be that they kind of like, one, they throw out the stalking thing like way too fast. Like, calm down. But two, they're like, they have that Streisand effect going on where they talk about things so much that the only reason you all are here, I'm sure of it, like 90% of you are here, is because of the Streisand effect of someone talking about me. And so you're like, who dat? Who is that? She simul streams her backup channel. The wrong chat is her backup. That's weird. I don't know. That's fucking weird to me. Why is everything so strange? It's like a weird scam to me. Like she's siphoning her watch hours. I don't know. It's fucking strange.
Going through messages and messages and messages and comparing other people's handwriting to the
Not handwriting.
way that message was worded.
Well, inquiring minds want to know, Malice. Aren't you curious who done it? Or is the fact that you didn't do it good enough in defending your friend who trusts you implicitly and deserves to be protected?
And I can heavily imply that that was them.
Oh, because someone else did it, supposedly. you can do it now. Which actually reminds me, we're gonna take you down for a field trip, kids. We're gonna take a little weird little field trip, right? Give me a second. Malice, like, my whole criticism since day one has been, one, how is Queen of Karma, who is hanging out with you guys, not worse than Carly? To which, as of YouTube Schizophrenic stream, at least, you still haven't let sink in. Two, my point since the beginning has been, I will call out my own when it comes to Queen of Karma shit, because optics matter. When people do shitty things, it makes the rest of us look loony. And trust me covering your bullshit is not one of those things. But, you know what I've never done? In all the, I'm looking for Valkyrie's docs, and all the, I'm gonna call CPS on you, and all the, Valkyrie is working with Chomos, and all the lies about, like, she's threatened to have all sorts of shit happen in real life with me, that Queen of Karma lady. And my whole thing is that you don't sink to certain lows. It doesn't matter why. There is no tit for tat beyond a certain level, right? So let's take a look at this, because this annoys me. Malice, you've been here 4 weeks in the Queen of Karma the realm, okay? I've been here 4 fucking years. And as of 4 days ago, you say, at Queen of Karma, don't threaten to go IRL with me unless you're ready for me to go IRL with you. Keep it on YouTube. End of. You know what I've never threatened to do to Queen of Karma? Go IRL. If she finds me, that's a whole different story. But it hasn't happened in 4 fucking years. Why are you making these fucking posts? And furthermore, how is me making a heavily implicated stream that included you anywhere in the same realm as you straight up, not no evidence found, by the way, right? Sorry, 1 minute. Is it gone? Girl, where's the one where she's accusing her? It must be somewhere near here, where she's like, here we go. What? Okay, Queen of Karma, what the fuck are you doing? And why try to frame Valkyrie 420 for it? Never mind, in the interview, she like straight up forgot that it actually, she's aware that this is implying it's me, right? She totally forgot that in the interview, I realized on the rewatch. So, heavily implying and or accusing, I would say this one's straight up accusing. Queen of impersonating me, right? But if I heavily imply Jack Diddley, that's too far. Someone tell me what's going on. Just saying. I don't know if she has on, like, field trip. We love field trips. Good. I'm glad. I had to figure out if you guys did. Hey, Dr. Feelgood. Makes you feel all right. Oh, I could have made this bigger. Sorry. Sorry, rookie mistake. But yeah. One, even if I went up here and said, I have a feeling, I've got a feeling that this person did this thing, that would not be worse than you saying, hey, this person, why are you doing this thing? Or is this is crazy. This is deranged, or whatever you were going on about. This is psychotic. Yeah. Mel said she had no idea that it was my old username was during our interview. How did she accuse Queen? Yeah. And here's the thing I want to talk about a little bit later is we'll give you a little tidbit. The thing is, I have recently referred to my old account name, which was maybe Val's Crazy. So we can't say that Queen's the only one that knew about it because I've referred to it recently. It's not a secret. It's not even a very new change or a very old change. It's just not that different and more focused on just me, a person. Vicious mockery. Oh, while we're on a field trip, we're gonna do a thing. I love this. This is great. I hope I don't get copyrighted. Sorry, I had to have a jam break. Don't y'all love a good jam break? All right. We are returning to our regularly programmed schedule here. Let's see. Share screen. This one. Share. Let's see what the chat's saying. Exactly. That's the thing is you cannot just, it's not a free-for-all because everyone dislikes Beth. And I say that as the first person who stood the ground other than maybe Marie Munsterfeld and like on a public setting here. And you just can't. Not everything is Beth's fault. It just can't be. She can't be everywhere at once. She's already too many places at once. Yep. And that's the thing is, why are you taking to the community tabs to make these grand statements anyway when you have your streams? You don't have to react to things constantly. Insert dialogue. Not like the rant, though, I gotta say. My joke gotcha moment became an actual gotcha moment in some ways, yeah. Because even, Malice, even if you didn't do it, you still only have yourself to blame, because the thing is, there's a reason people can believe it. And standing there and going, I'm not an angel, I admit to my shit, isn't really the same as, like, taking accountability for your shit. You can't just insist that you've done the work. Just like you can't just insist that I don't know if you have a medical degree or not. It did, and the way she acted is what gave it away. The same thing before that. And here's the thing is, you're involved in something. I don't care. I don't care if it's the trolling or not. You're guilty of something. You acted like there's skeletons in your closet, and everyone sees that. It's better to fess up to that than anything else. And you didn't lose your shit at all the other stuff you're admitting to, so I don't know. But whatever anyone says, it wasn't like a planned deal between YouTube Schizophrenic and I just, no one's in cahoots with me.
I can also say that the gotcha moment.
Why the laugh?
The gotcha moment in that stream was shared with Valkyrie beforehand.
Well, a graph was shared with me. Is anyone worried about YouTube Schizophrenic and I's chat? I would like to keep it in context of the discussion she's saying, so I'd have to look through things, but I don't know. Like, are we worried? Are we actually worried? But here's the thing. Yeah, he showed me the graph. I didn't make the graph. So you're just making yourself look sillier by insisting I made the graph 80 times throughout the interview.
I know, right?
Do you? ASMR with Mal and Val.
So there's that.
Okay.
There's that. And also, apparently, I invited her on panel when I said to her, say it to me in a live stream.
Well, to be fair, I didn't even know you had said that when I went on the live stream. I went into the chat and you were screaming at me, and then I was offered a link, so I took it. You had every opportunity to say, no, I'm not comfortable with that. You could have even went, no, she's just a gaslighter. She'll just come up here and blah, 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 blah.
Meaning the live stream chat. Don't get on a panel with me because I will stab you.
You'll what now? You'll stab me? Oh, I'm so scared. You gotta take your visa and you gotta come all the way to the United States? Huh? I'm on the West Coast. Find me. Let's go. Like, what do you want from me? You're not tough. You're a 30-something on the internet. You know how people know I'm kind of tough? Because I push goats around when they don't want to behave. But you know what? I'm still not out here going, ooh, I'm big and scary. Be careful of me. I can't pull up evidence on my live stream. I can't defeat you with actual logic. So I'm going to, I'll stab you. But I'll say it in this voice. And then I'll take this rant later and be like, oh, she made a big deal out of it. Oh, she doesn't know a joke. Doesn't she know I'm just joking? As if that's not a common tactic to gaslight people. Goodness, what a vicious cycle we live in.
But that's another thing. It's another thing. That's another thing that people seem to forget.
Stabbing?
You know, people surrounding Queen.
Surrounding. I bet she says orbiters.
Her orbiters.
Ah, yeah, it's so good. 1 minute. We gotta start a thing here. Orbiters. Us versus them, am I right? 1. Boop. Because she doesn't have anything else to say. I told Malice beforehand not to attack chat. She even referenced it in the live by saying she would only snipe a little. Ah, I missed that. All right. Yeah, she's doing another guilt by association. It's kind of her favorite. I'm not gonna lie. She did it with the Carly thing. Does she really? Well, that's fun and exciting. More power to her. I am high on this, so as long as it's all for reasons. Maybe you don't have to stream if you're high on painkillers, but
They're just as toxic as Queen herself.
Oh, got him. Sweet buzzword. Should we add toxic to the? Yeah, I'm gonna add it. We're gonna see what we come out with, and then if nothing comes up for a while, we'll delete it. Toxic. Because labels are fun, We can just call people gaslighting weirdos and call them creepy, and that makes it all good and groovy. All right. I'm curious to see if it comes up more than once. I am. Because I call, All right. Anyway. Oh, I didn't know space could do that. What? Who? Oh, sorry. She admits to planting mods in Carly's camp. I'm betting these fake dox threats are her own people. I wouldn't. Oh, yeah. It's easy to think of that, isn't it? Exactly. You can still reel it back. You know, apologies go a long way, but there's a thing about apologies is like, they're not all equal.
They're just as toxic as Queen herself.
Oh my god. 2 already. Guys. I wasn't prepared. I would have just put 2 if I knew. That rhymed. I'm a poet.
And that is the truth. They like to play.
Okay. Well, if you insist it's the truth, that is the truth. I drew this picture of Malice. That is the truth. I am smoking on a green vape pen. That is the truth. Malice is kind of toxic. That is my opinion. Let's go.
Play little games. They do. They like to play little games.
Little games. What games? Can you cite what kind of games? Is it croquet?
Just like I think the YouTube schizophrenic played both myself and Valkyrie against one another.
Oh ho ho. I will say, it has occurred to me, YouTube schizophrenic, that you are aware of me. You are aware of Malice. You are someone who trolls, and you currently have gained the most from this. That's not an accusation, however. But I do want my viewers to be asking these kind of questions, because wondering about them is one thing. Acting upon these thoughts are another. And I think that having these discussions is good. We can all do self-reflection in this, and that includes me. And if you have any criticisms of me, feel free to make a stream or a video. I might react to it. It could be fun. Or hit up the chat. If you want to come up on mic, I'm here for it. Let me know.
In order to get the most views. Because who doesn't like a good rage?
Sure. But why do people like a good rage? And Malice, aren't you one of those people?
Right? We do. We do.
Thank you, YouTube schizophrenic. I don't troll that way. Feel free to investigate. All the troll account stuff happened before I knew who Carly was. That's a reaction. That's a good reaction. Now you're aware of my thoughts. You can debate. Like I said on the stream, sometimes you just throw things away. It's useless. But it is a question to have. And I think that when we talk about views and stuff, we kind of bring it on ourselves, right? I'm not here for the views. Like, you know, I'm not probably ever going to be monetized. That's silly. But I'm just a person doing my thing, and I have opinions sometimes. Do they go against the status quo? Sure. Do I come on aggressive? Absolutely. So long as you can't take criticism.
We like a good rage here. So why wouldn't other communities? Isn't it nice when you catch a rage on stream live?
Well, okay. Like, but you're neglecting to realize that the thing you laugh at is the lack of personal control. So when you exhibit it, why are you mad that people are laughing at you?
Isn't it nice to poke the bear? Isn't it nice to send somebody a website alterer thing that you can make up web articles to troll Carly?
Here's where her heavy implication falls apart for me, which is not, it can't absolve anyone of anything. But here's the thing. Why not show the evidence? We all agree it happened, but if you establish evidence on your stream, wouldn't that be better?
I don't know, man. I don't know. All I see is a shit stirrer.
I see a lot of shit stirs. And is YouTube schizophrenic one? Absolutely. No questions asked. He might not be the troll, but he is absolutely a bit of a troll. You know? Which is fine. I think that's great. We all have our styles, and as long as we keep it above board, and we don't, like, you know, give me anything to react to, then we're good. We're groovy. My opinions remain, you know. Prove me wrong by actions, not words. If I hadn't watched Velcro caught in a vacuum, the chart wouldn't even exist. I just wanted a good show for people. Hey, man, more power to you. You saw a gold mine and you went for it. Is Malice jealous of that? Maybe. Is she hurt that it came at a cost of her own ego? Absolutely. She's a bear. Malice the bear. Malice bear.
But that's just me. Make up your own minds. What I will say is, yes. Have I gone about Carly in completely the wrong way? I did. Started out with good intentions, and somewhere along the line, I started hating her guts so much that I just...
When she said I started off with good intentions, did anyone believe that? Did that sound genuine to anyone? I don't have my, like, chat up to do the poll thing. 1 minute, let's remedy that. Boop, boop, a doop. View my channel. Do this and that and the other. Boop. Alright. Good intentions. Dude. Yeah. Nah. Boop. Have fun, kids. Let's see how. Go back to this. You hated her so much you became her. Yeah, like, remember how you keep saying you're not going to talk about Carly anymore, and then you keep talking about Carly? How is that different than Carly saying she's not going to talk about Sam anymore and then talking about Sam? Just wondering. And I'm just saying, I became someone who hated her. Ooh, that's not a good reason. Like, even if you said I was going through some shit in my life and I've gotten it handled, and I look back and I realize that I need to change, that would be something to work with. And I just came off with that with the cuff. I had no idea it was a gold mine. Hey, man, sometimes it's good times, good, or right time, right place, right? Good intentions to catfish, call someone for the merriment of moronic band of fools, and you know, flirt with their fiance and email their mother. Ooh.
lost sight of my own convictions and moral standards.
Retire from the internet until you get a hold of it. That is my advice. You won't listen to it. That is my advice. Because here's the thing is, 4 years I've been out here and I haven't done that shit. That was my point the whole time, is what the fuck are you doing? Go back to the community tab. Go back to the short entitled, What the fuck are you doing?
And for that, I apologize. Sincerely, I do. But
you know how they say that anything that comes before a but doesn't mean anything? That would apply to this entire apology. Let's go.
What I find interesting is 90% of the people in the comment section of said content creator, those people are in Carly's lives trolling her.
This would be a great time for evidence. What was that? That's not a mic drop, my dude. Where's the evidence? And when people are out there impersonating me, is that supposed to sway me into thinking they're actually in those chats? With no evidence? What happened to I never make accusations without evidence, Valkyrie? Where is it? Y'all can go to the stream. I've saved it. It's out there. Speaking of which, I just found a PC 1 terabyte hard drive, so I can hold even more Malice. Let's fucking go.
Why are you passing judgment on me?
Who? Would you like to be more specific?
You're the ones trolling her.
Who?
Too.
Who?
You're pretending to be her friends.
Like you did? Glass houses there, Malice. It's exactly this. I'm gonna get up on a soapbox. Are you guys ready for a soapbox? I love my soapboxes. I'm not gonna lie. Because I am, in fact, holier than thou. And if you don't want me to be holier than thou, then get holier than me, why don't ya? So, oh, I broke it. Come here. Hi, guys. Hi. So, here's the thing. All this criticism for me, like, coming at them sideways, their words, not mine, or talking smack, perhaps, or just, how I posted me smoking a joint and said, I'm going to make some enemies soon. Yeah, you can say how aggressive and abrasive I am, but here's the thing. People weaseling up to you by being nice and, like, being in your chat and not saying a rude thing to you, that's what got you into this mess. Not me. I just saw it before I got there. The thing about it is, how do I put this? Toxic positivity is a thing that exists. And when you get used to people only coaxing your ego, you leave yourself susceptible for being surrounded by people that are exploiting that. I did all of you a favor by coming in, towing up, if you will. If you want to throw a hissy fit about it, that's fine, but it made you look like a damn fool. Especially since y'all think you're so tough with the stabby stab, 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 stab. I'm gonna rip a bitch throws out. Oh, I'm so tough. Yeah, no, fuck off. It's just, you gotta pick a lane, my guy. Just gotta pick a lane. And I chose violence, sure. You wanna say I'm like, I'm so rude. I'm such a rude person to all these big people that could cover Carly and how evil she is, right? But I didn't try to fool you at all, and no one can accuse me of trying to weasel my way into your community, can they? So you're welcome. Just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, she's talking about Polly Pocket? Now I know the rest of the story. When I started modding for Carly, I was still watching Malice. Malice knew I was mod for Carly. But here's the thing is, not everyone that reaches out to Carly has malicious intent. It just cannot physically be everyone is. And Malice will take anyone that gets close to Carly and say they are a troll. So Carly's not allowed to have friends of any sort of following. But if you come near her following and you say one cross word, it's the end of the fucking world. Coming after my community, dear Arbiter, just trying to leech clout off of me. The clout I don't have. I'm so stoned. Yeah, you just can't. It's fine. It's almost like Carly doesn't have a lot of emotional maturity. It's almost like, you know, Malice should maybe have some sympathy for that, huh?
I've never pretended to be her friend. Never wanted.
Really? Then how did she call you on Snapchat? Curious.
To be her friend, and I've told her that over and over again.
How did she call you on Snapchat if you weren't her friend?
Y'all are in there saying Malice is doing this, Malice is doing that.
Carly said, I talk to you every day. And you didn't say, what are you talking about?
Malice's. You're there poking at her. When I'm not even streaming.
What? When did you stop streaming? Can you give me some dates on that? Or is that coming after your dyscalculia? Well, you know, Dr. Feelgood, according to her Twitter, she doesn't want to be infantilized if so. So, you know, doesn't matter, right? We hold ourselves to our own standards. We can't force other people to do things. We've been talking every day, huh? But didn't happen, guys.
You're not part of my community.
So, us versus them?
But you poke and you poke and you poke at her and then blame it on Malice.
Well, Malice, I remember you posting several inappropriate community tabs about me poking and poking and poking to a public audience that is much bigger than mine. But all right.
Pocket, what's it? Pocket Polly or whatever the fudge her name is, or their name is one of them.
Okay. Again, would have been a great time for evidence. Ms. I never make any accusations without evidence.
And at this point, Mary Calendars, are you high? Why are you talking so slow to get to the point? Crazy. I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I'm on painkillers because I'm chronically ill.
Well, that's clearly the internet's problem.
And have pain issues. And I am on quite a lot of medication. Right? Disability!
People who suffer from disabilities often don't just screech out disability to a public platform when they're asked about anything. You could have literally just said, I'm sorry, I'm on a lot of painkillers right now. Things are a little harder than I thought they would be when I scheduled this stream. Why are you so defensive?
Should we clap for her? Let's clap for her real quick. Or them.
Got him! Malice after the Gotham Award today. I do believe Malice is unhappy about your poll failing. I admitted to voting yes in the stream and she expressed disappointment. Yeah. I think we all know she wanted to cover me. Or else it would have never been a poll. Like, I don't put things in a poll I don't want to cover. Not unless I know the trolls are there. And then I get to ask why, like I did in one of my streams. And then no one could answer how Carly was worse than Queen of Karma. Including Malice. I'm having fun. Are you guys having fun? Is there anything we can do to make it more fun? Let me know in the comments. Yay! I can make your hands clap.
Such a good point. Such a good point. Such a good point. So, here's what's going to happen, fam.
Fam. Serve cake. Cake or death. YouTube schizophrenic did nothing wrong. He said it best. This is someone's plan. Yeah. And I think to a certain degree, we all agree with that. But I wonder if she's still going to root any of her criticisms of me in reality and not just feelings. That might have been procured by someone else, if not by her.
And yes, my health has taken a bit of a turn. I won't get into it.
Will you say that it might have affected your behavior in the recent past? That would be the time to say that.
The people who know need to know. No. The rest, nobody else needs to know what's going on. But here's what's going to happen. Queen of Karma, the YouTube schizophrenic, Valkyrie.
Woo, woo, it's a Valkyrie. What's up, fam?
Whoever the hell else who thinks that this is a thing. It's not a thing.
What?
It's no longer a thing.
What?
You guys are just as crazy as Queen of Karma is.
Oh, crazy. Just as crazy as Queen of Karma is, guys. Let's see how our last poll was. 71% said no, was not genuine. Bummer for her. And the poll. So let's see. Engage with my audience. Let's see what am I? Am I just as crazy as Queen of Karma? I mean, that's a pretty high rank, man. I'm genuinely curious. Maybe Val is crazy. Let's find out. Let's go. Not that any of us are psychiatric professionals that I'm aware of. Woo! Someone voted yes. I love it. Let's go.
And you deflect all the blame and all the, I don't know, your
Blame for what?
criticism that comes your way.
By whom?
And you deflect it, and you choose one person to deflect it onto.
No. If you'll remember, I came after your whole group, and you're the only one that really stood out to me by the end of it, didn't you?
Without taking any responsibility.
I've already taken responsibility for the Dorksiders. I've already taken responsibility for certain things. I think if you want to come up and tell me what you're talking about, that might be helpful. Did they ever claim to be me? I can't remember if it had my name written in it. Maybe Sam's crazy is definitely a reference to me. But yeah, I don't remember. This is a good point. It is a reference, but this is a good point.
For your own actions.
Can you illustrate to your large audience what those fucking actions may be?
Will I say? What am I going to say?
What
am I going to say? Will I say that I shouldn't have taken that phone call on live? Yes.
You're right. You're right, Salty Peanut. We are way over capacity. We are at 22 viewers today when we only have capacity for 6. Last I knew. I haven't paid for any upgrades. So, welcome to my dead channel. You guys are all squished in here.
I shouldn't have, and I apologize for that. Straight up. To Carly.
Did you?
I apologize for trolling you and taking that phone call on a live.
Do you apologize for overreacting to the criticism about that video you published live?
Will I apologize for making that article that some people took the wrong way?
No one took it the wrong way. It just establishes a pattern of behavior with you of pretending things exist when they don't. Why is that even in your wheelhouse? That's my question. Who goes, yeah, this is haha, classic comedy. Ah, my cool clout though. I'm digging this cool clout, guys. It's comfy up in here. What's up? I don't know. Y'all will leave after I'm done talking about Malice. It's fine. It's not for the views.
No. It was a joke.
That makes it okay. Yeah, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Falsified documents.
Nobody believed it.
Doesn't matter.
Will I apologize to Freddie for releasing DMs that was never supposed to be released?
They should have never existed, from what I understand.
Yes, I will, and I apologize for that. 100%, and I apologize straight to Freddie for doing that.
Through this, or did you make a separate sort of apology? Because I don't think any apologies to Freddie or Carly that are later followed by a Carly Twitch live or whatever, TikTok live, are valid. I just don't. Anyone else? I don't know. I won't read that out loud, but please peruse.
Because along the way, I did at some point start hating Carly so much that I lost it. I lost it.
In 4 years of Beth doing shit like accusing me of crimes I did not commit and associating me with people I would not associate with and trying to find out information on me and threatening to call authorities on me of various kinds. I have never hated her so much that I did these things, Malice. That's why I get the soapbox.
I lost it. I did. I lost it.
Well, that makes it okay, right? What personal sorry. What personal exploration have you done to come up with this conclusion, Malice? Or is it literally that suddenly people are on your ass about it and you want this to go away as fast as fucking possible?
And I do apologize for that.
To whom?
Going forward,
Mm-hmm.
I won't be engaging with these people.
These people. She's this close to being Beth at this point. She just needs to screech out "you people" a couple times. I mean, I'll look forward to it. That'd be great. Guys, I lost it. It's my disability. Don't blame me. But also, if someone has an intellectual disability and is universally agreed on to have the mental capacity of a 12-year-old, you shouldn't infantilize them. Infantilize them. My brain doesn't brain that way. Okay. And it's not a disability. It's just my brain being stoned. Sorry. Probably she will say, "Oh, look, Val's crazy. The only one looking is Malice." Probably. How is the vote? No? Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Malice is over here throwing herself a pity party because the interview wasn't a perfect puff piece. If only she had interviewed with an AI, perhaps it would have been better. You know? Because nothing says I'm an innocent person like losing your shit live and then having no evidence to back up your previous claims and just continuing to make new claims. It's all right. We're all a little stoned here.
I
Even
won't
when you're
be.
not.
These people are ludicrous.
How am I ludicrous if you're the one that gets so angry that you can't control yourself? I'm ludicrous? Fuck out of here.
Absolutely ludicrous. I'm not a fucking angel. I've never been an angel, and I won't pretend that I'm an angel.
I am also not an angel. I am a Valkyrie. Mwahaha. Sorry, checking my texts, seeing if there's anything important. I see the link. Oh. Okay. M60, thank you for the $5, dude. I'm not good at this. Like I said, this is a learning curve. M60 gets a star. How do I make a star on a keyboard? Never mind. We'll do this. Boop. I don't know how to do anything. Thank you, M60. We'll do something like... Someday I'll get better at using the computer. I just took my edible. I needed it. I have this tincture still. It's like just a little glurp, but I thought about it. But I'm super stoned. I still can't get over how Queen managed to humanize herself a bit with my interview, but Malice just exposed herself as a mean girl. Yeah, I know. When you get hot, you must get cool. I'm telling you, man.
But these people are another brand of absolute weird. And I won't be touching that with a 10-foot pole, and I won't let their toxicity spread into my community.
What are you on about? You can't say, you done fucked up. I'm sorry. Also, these people who haven't resorted to the lows I have, I won't touch them with a 10-foot pole, and I won't have my community do it either because I am the purveyor of what they touch. What the fuck is this information control bullshit? Like, chill out, yo. What did I fucking do? Can you cite a single thing I did that you wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole? Other than my content criticizing you, perhaps? We are weird because we want the truth and to expose your shittiness? Yeah, well, wow. What a concept. What a fun little concept.
As a whole. Right? We have enough drama going on without having very icky.
What are icky? Are you a 3-year-old? Do I have the cooties? I forgot. She did say toxicity once. I need to bump that up. I'm going to count toxicity as toxic. Malice said I was toxic. There we go. I didn't think you did. Like, they were calling it like a courtroom or whatever. It's like one little chart that isn't even evidence. At one point, about the crotch critter things I have, I'm like, is this evidence? No. Is it more evidence than anyone else has? Yes. Like, that's where I stand, my dudes. Exactly. At least that's the vibe I get.
They're icky.
Icky. Ew. Oh my god.
They're icky.
Is it going back or is she saying it 3 times?
And you can send as many trolls as you want into my live stream.
What trolls? Call them out by name. I don't have any trolls that I'm aware of.
I really don't care. I really don't care.
I can tell.
So those are the confessions. Literally, those are the confessions.
Those aren't confessions.
That's all I got for you.
You already talked about those. Those aren't confessions.
That's all I got for you.
With no evidence and a lot of accusations. But you never make accusations without evidence. Never mind, you accuse Queen of impersonating me without evidence.
That's all I got from you.
What? Oh, the laugh again. That's fun. That's fun and exciting. I, for one, would not go to one of her streams. I will not give her watch credit. Yeah. I audio recorded this and didn't even give her the video because it doesn't do anything. She just has that skeleton thing. Not a big deal. I ended my premiere right before she went live. That was me sending trolls. I'm going to do it again. All the trolls. Don't send trolls to her troll community, guys.
3 days later, Melis is going live stealing Carly content.
Oh, called out. That's the wrong one.
Is it really stealing if it's public?
Well, no, it's not. Stealing might not be the right word, but Malice, I would say that if you're gonna say I'm not covering this anymore, maybe chill.
And I'm reacting to it. Somebody better tell Girl World, Shaniverse, and everybody else.
She is so obsessed with Girl World. She's not obsessed with me. She's obsessed with Girl World. Foodie Beauty.
Shit, we're all in trouble. We're all in trouble. God damn. All right.
Well, Ani, that's not entirely true. There is R-Check. But he's just one. He remains only one person.
Let's get into the live stream.
Oh, are we done?
Let's get it.
Good. Good, we're done with that. Oh, you guys saw my endy bit. So, how's everyone feel? How far are we? We're an hour and a half in. A little bit over, actually. That's still technically stealing? Yeah, well, I mean, the content's only so long, and it's not like Malice transforms anything, but... Oops, didn't mean to knock you around. So, I think we could check out that, chaotic thing, maybe. I meant to do a poll, but I guess I'll just take executive function on that. Let's see. So the chat has decided that I am, in fact, not just as crazy as Queen of Karma. Very nice. Very nice. I feel vindicated. All right, let's see if I can find my Twitter on the computer. And if you have any questions, now is the time. Did I open this in the right thing? I think so. Oh, it's on reloaded, huh? She's getting my view, guys. Okay, and then we'll go and figure out how to use my computer. Boop, and a boop, and a boop, boop. Let's see if Carly called the cops. Sounds like she did. I love when I actually get links to things. Isn't that nice? If only Malice knew how to link her own content for people. Am I really? Well, I was at like 400-ish, right? I'm excited. Hello, everyone. I have a lot more watch time before I can be monetized, though, so I'm not worried about it. All right. Boop. Let's make sure the audio works.
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So I don't know what to do. I reported it from the feedback on the live. So are you going to be able to talk to somebody that knows YouTube that can get it taken down? I mean, YouTube's not doing anything.
Get what taken down? Does anyone know? Is there any context? Let's find out. No, there isn't. It doesn't even say that Chaotic is involved. Not even in the comments.
I don't know anybody about YouTube. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I just wish Malice would just stop. People in my live today on
I wish Malice would just stop.
her side, and they were being nice to me.
They were.
Yeah. This is why they record these, by the way, is they're just gloating that they're doing this. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts to me about it. Like, you can't convince me you guys aren't buddy trolling her or whatever you call it all the time.
Were?
Yeah, they were in my live earlier being nice to me, and then they go over the Malice and make fun of me. I don't understand that.
I don't either. And Malice should not be making fun of you like that. I'm sorry that she's doing that to you, and it's not right for her to do that.
So this is Chaotic, who is like super involved, right? With me when I had issues with Malice, right? That's weird. So much that her sister DMs me on Twitter and asks me a bunch of weird questions, sea lioning me and such. But alright. Has Chaotic made any apologies? I'm curious.
Yeah. I don't know how to stop it, but even if I go live, she'll take my live. Every time I go live.
Well, whatever I showed you is the best way to do it.
I tried to, it wouldn't work for me.
Are you doing it on mobile?
Yeah, and I don't have a computer right now to do it with, and when I tried, it kept saying these red lines where I have to be careful with the copywriting thing because you can get in a lot of trouble by law. So I decided not to do it.
Because you don't want to dox yourself. I think that's the real law thing, is that how long ago was this? Does anyone actually know? This was from what? So this wasn't from 7 days ago. Does anyone know? Like, again, context. Like, why trees? A live stream's one thing, but like, information, please. How did you get here?
Oh,
Because
okay.
I don't know how, I don't understand it, and I don't know what to do.
I mean,
What an enjoyable conversation to have with someone.
if you want to take Malice down, that's the best way to do it.
Is it?
It is.
So you're egging her on to do something that she thinks will get her in trouble?
I tried that. It wouldn't let me.
I don't know what to do if...
Well, as someone who had their things copyright struck by Queen, I think it at least gives names and stuff. Like, again, I guess I would wonder when this took place. Carly doesn't understand hate. She's honestly confused. Yeah, it's almost like they're taking advantage of her inability to read social cues.
I mean, the best way is just to do that, or you can just report her for harassing and bullying.
I have, and YouTube says that they found videos, but they haven't found, YouTube says anybody could do it. I mean, she's like laughing at me.
Yeah, because that's a concern that, like, normal adults that don't need to be coddled have, right? So much emotional maturity that no one in the world could possibly be taking advantage of. Just saying. That's the thing, is I've never said Carly's an angel, Malice. But, like, who's doing this in, like, giggling to themselves and rubbing their hands together and going, look at her squirm. It's too much.
She's
So,
not
I don't
a
know.
nice person. She really isn't.
She's getting paid thousands of dollars. I think I was telling you guys for her video for her lives,
Mm-hmm.
and I get nothing.
I absolutely do rub it in her face that I get donos, she said in my DMs.
Because I'm the bad person.
I mean, the best.
Why is it?
Do you have
Go ahead.
anybody to like talk you through like legal matters?
I tried calling the cops on her, and they said because she lives in a different country, they can't do anything.
You know where she
So, Carly called the cops on her, and they said because she's in another country, they can't do anything. If someone, especially with any sort of disability, feels in danger for any reason, when you make a harassment report online, it will often say to call the cops if you worry about your safety. Depending on what was going on at the time, I could see her worrying about her safety, couldn't I? Continuing.
lives?
She lives near Africa. Over there, and
So clearly Malice is super concerned, right? As someone who doesn't live in Africa?
New Zealand.
Oh. I mean, you can still do something about it.
My mom, the cop said I can't because she lives in a different country, and they said that anybody could do anything. There's nothing they can do. I can call them and tell them what's going on. And the last time I called the police, I was on by accident, and they were harassing me by it.
Shit. Is that the only time that you called the police on her?
Yeah, and the last time the police came to my house because they were checking on me, they were believing the haters and said that we got videos to prove that you were doing bad things. They wouldn't do anything for me.
Wow.
So there's no point.
I don't know why she is, other than to stir up drama, so that Malice can post it on her stuff. Carly is Death Note Angel. Malice knows what to do to get Carly going. Yeah. Again, I present to the audience. What would y'all do if I catfished Trevor, Queen of Karma's husband? And then I went on an interview and I have a soft spot for him. Please throw me off the internet if I ever do such a fucking thing. Alright, fair enough. Carly is naturally entertaining. She just needs somebody there for her to keep her from things out of hand. I agree. I do agree. Yeah. Something. I would hope. Fucking make me stop.
I mean,
I can report it, but YouTube has to take it down, or I don't know what else to do.
I mean, you're monetized. You can do anything, right? I mean, they picked you.
I know. But I had a friend named Brooke who was pretending to be a different person the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And we were friends, and she was yelling at me because I was stepping her boundaries. She never told me what I'm not allowed to do.
Well, as much as I don't necessarily believe Carly's understanding of the situation is the full situation, I do think that it's just as likely that it was a real person as it was not a real person who was just sent there to gaslight her in the first place.
And got me in trouble. And now she's like, I'm not friends with her anymore after that because I was not doing anything wrong, and she was the only friend I had.
Shoot.
So let's upload this video to the internet, right? Just saying.
So everybody, Malice is telling everybody, to be honest with you, is telling everybody to believe her and make me a liar.
That doesn't sound like our Malice. Our Malice would say that someone else has no credibility, and did not believe anything they say. Oh my god. You don't say. Watch how she talks about the fake people here in a bit. It's sociopathic because chaotic is also fake in this, right?
She's trying to take all my friends away. That's what's happening.
Yeah, I know those types of people too.
Do you? Do you? I bet you do.
They suck. They
No reflection.
really do suck.
She's never gonna stop. She even said herself. She's not gonna stop. She's gonna keep harassing me until I do something to myself or I get offline. Because I guarantee, I told my mom, I said, what if I did something to myself? What are they? They're gonna have a party. They're gonna be saying, "Yay, she's finally dead," or she, you know, what if they did push me?
I want to say the way Malice is saying how this was a conversation she had with a person in her personal life, and then she's saying this in what she thinks is a private call, and probably for no reasons, thinks that it's being recorded. Isn't one-way recording illegal in her state? But yeah, just wondering how that could be. Like, you see a lot of people online posting, or well, you see Queen of Karma in specific posting stuff like, "Oh, you guys will all have a big party if I do such and such and such." It's a histrionic thing people do online. And as far as I know, Carly hasn't done that on a public platform. She's doing it in private a little bit. But she's more venting about the situation than like saying it from a perspective of something like she actually wants to do. For someone I've criticized for not having a lot of emotional maturity a lot, fantastic for her.
I'm not saying I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? And I'm not here anymore. How would they feel? Like, how would everybody feel?
I think they will feel pretty fucking guilty that they would try to kill somebody over the internet.
Samantha said that I was trying to kill her on her channel. Saying I'm making her harm themselves. Then they have saying she has proof that I told some lady to go kill herself. I never said that.
What?
Yeah, on a group chat on Facebook, the mommy thing. They said they have proof of it, but they keep crossing everything out. There's no way.
I mean, Malice Reloaded. You didn't want to throw up maybe your evidence for that right here on this fantabulous tree picture. I mean, it's a video. It's not a live stream. Do a little work, why don't you? For your second channel. I agree, just reason. I think Carly is hilarious. She doesn't even have to try. I think she has some great potential. She just needs to learn to reel it in a little bit. She'll be good.
Way.
Oh my god.
Why would I do that? I had a miscarriage in 2019. Yes, I was pregnant, but with a different guy before I met him, and they probably.
Again, we're talking about very personal information that is being posted publicly. That was supposed to be a private call of some sort. Of ill-gotten gains, as far as I can tell. This isn't comfy. I don't like it. I just... And here's the thing. Chaotic, the person talking to her, is the same person who said I was talking smack about Queen of Karma on her community tab when I said that Queen of Karma is accusing me of being this alt account saying die the crotch critters. And it's not me. But that was too chaotic. That was me talking smack about Queen of Karma. Which, I mean, whatever. And when I asked if I was talking smack, I got such things as crotch critter thrown as an insult to me and my friends in the chat. So, Chaotic, why are you so involved? Malice, why aren't you asking questions about why she's so involved? And I always forget if it was Kelsey, her sister, or Chaotic herself that told me to play in traffic. But it was her sister that said that the cops should be involved with me.
Which was my things around. Thinking I said something different.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do anymore.
Not really. I need to, because I need to formulate some sort of, hey, Queen of Karma is sucking your dick, but maybe don't go and have a field day with that one because she's worse than even Emma could possibly be. I'm sure of it. Listen, I came after Emma and she was able to reel back a little bit. I don't know, man. I'm biased though, so I have to formulate it right. I'm just going to come out and say it. Beth isn't entirely at fault for everything that it has been occurring in this community. There's a lot of toxicity. She certainly didn't help though. No, and like, you know, you know, I came in like a wrecking ball. That's part of the problem. Beth made it all about her, as she is wont to do. That's true. That is very true. Emma is not a nurse, and that is not what Emma looks like. Well, I'm not surprised if she's best friends, as I recall them saying, with Malice, who also pretends to look a way she does not, and also blatantly tried to pull off that she had a medical degree in that fucking interview. What was that?
I think I'm gonna delete my YouTube channel, and I think I'm gonna quit. I can't do this anymore. I'm getting stressed out, and it's gonna be terrible if I let it get the way I wanted it to. And if I lose everything, then I have to go back and do everything, and I don't know.
I mean,
this is content, guys. What content? Don't make fun of her disabilities. Yeah, and actually I should talk about that a little bit. So, let me slurp up here. Sup. I started this whole thing starting off with saying how I will hold my own accountable, and I even named names. And I have oftentimes in the past done so. But even during this whole Malice situation, I'm not super cool with fence sitting when the evidence is there. And weaseling your way into people's communities, it puts me off edge no matter how you split it. But like, I've noticed even within people I thought kind of had a tight rein on things, whether because I've already called them out a couple times within private matters, or because like the test of time kind of stuff. There are people in the Queen of Karma orbit, if you will, that go too far and do it for the wrong reasons. No doubt about it. I'm not here to fucking give a pass to anyone for their behavior. I hope that no one will give me a pass for random fucking shit either. But when I cover Beth's behavior, the behavior is the important part. The hope is that the audience will see these behaviors, turn around, and be able to isolate them and address them as they see them in other people. Beth is just a great example of it, and she makes herself into my example by, she mentioned me today. Go to her community tab. It's right there. You know? Follow the evidence. Community is dangerous. Parasocial relationships are bad. Malice was ousted from the anti-MLM community for her unethical behavior. It's why she stopped focusing on it. Yep, this is true. We are going to continue with our stuff, though, here. I'm off my high horse.
I mean,
but I'm
you
still
can
high.
go live on TikTok, right?
Malice will still take that.
Really?
Yup.
She has a TikTok?
Yeah, she does, but she swipes my stuff.
Have you tried creating a new TikTok and try doing that way?
Yes.
What would that accomplish? And also from the how could anyone possibly be on 2 accounts at once person? Or family? I don't remember. Go watch my...
It's all the haters are trying to add me, so I deleted it.
Damn.
So this is titled Carly Calls the Cops, but wasn't it like a sentence around here somewhere?
I'm supposed to be going live on Saturday the 16th to do Beyonce, but Malice is going to be live that day.
When was the last time the 16th was on a Saturday? September? Was this September?
And she'll take my stuff.
You're going to be live on YouTube or on TikTok?
TikTok that day doing Beyonce.
Shit. I think...
Yep,
I think what you can do is on TikTok, you can put it on followers only, I think.
I can?
Yeah, you can. I think
Can
they
you somehow-
enabled that.
So Chaotic's already a follower, so she's not worried about it, right?
Can you get all the information and show me, because I won't be able to know how to do it.
I'll try if I can find any.
Yeah, if you can, because I have with Fragile X, I can't read. I can't read at all. I can read some stuff, but it's hard for me to.
I wouldn't say sociopath, but she is definitely dissociating her involvement in all of this to the point where she's able to pull off this kind of facade. And the fact that everyone in this community seems so comfortable with this being a tool in their wheelhouse when evidence is supposed to be like the thing, I thought, confuses me. It confuses me.
Understand with my brain damage, I can't even look anything up without any help. It sucks. So if you could do that for me, that would be great.
More medical information.
And then I'll be able to do that. That way she won't take my stuff. I think YouTube should have that too.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah.
Wait, they do.
What?
Yeah, they do. If you go live during the live chat, you can put it on subscribers only.
Maybe I should try that.
Yeah.
No, that's not what she means, and you know it.
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea.
Do you think she'll still take it though? She's not a subscriber. She's blocked.
Well, I noticed at least one of the troll accounts used the phrase talking smack. Just saying. See, the thing is, it was never impossible that multiple people were trying to do the same thing either. Everyone's talking about the cahoots. But there is no cahoots with me. Who is there cahoots with?
I don't think she'll take it if you have it on subscribers only.
Maybe I should go live now and try it. I'll go live now and try it, and then I'll send you the thing to come live.
All right.
I will. Thank you for your help. You could get the
Yeah, projection.
TikTok thing. That'd be great.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem.
Bye, girl.
Bye.
Don't make fun of disabilities. Okay. So, no context whatsoever. No date. No evidence given in the screen. Quality content from Malice Black. Everyone give her a hand. I don't have soundboard and I'm not doing it myself. Ah!
Hey guys.
Calm down, YouTube. So, I think we might be bapping up. But you know, I feel like we learned a lot today. Do I have a thing going? No. Oh, I didn't mean to retract anything. Well, that's dumb. Oh well. Doop doop boo. I brought this up to Mouse on live. She had no response, but to lightly agree. Yeah, I don't know. There's some like tactics up in that interview that are kind of fascinating. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do a reaction to all of it, but man, some things just do not sit well with me. Like, just, it's, yeah. And that's not to say she was the troll, but certain behaviors bother me. And, you know, lying through your teeth is one of them. But I think Mouse has done enough of that for everyone to see, to be honest. Is there anything you guys do want to see in future content? Streams and or otherwise? Go ahead and hit up the chat so I do it, or whatever you guys want to do. Well, there you go. She's kind of on my list too. I mean, here's the thing. It's like, why are the people surrounding Malice so aggressive, so easily to throw around certain terms that Malice would absolutely clutch her pearls at if she encountered them for herself, right? I say anyone pointing fingers is suspicious, so she thinks I'm psychotic. Therefore, clearly, her friends, Squid and Chaotic and Kelsey, who are all tight enough with her to provide her content on me, you know, that's fine. Oh, and you know, I have a screenshot of someone sent me from her private Discord that has someone talking about how I gave away my own location somewhere. I'm not concerned about it, but I think it's interesting that it was something people were comfy with in that Discord. I don't even know who posted it. But we can fucking go. Don't say I'm icky. Ew, icky. Valkyrie's got the kitties. Because like I said in the DMs, you are involved in some weird-ass activity. And you should think of that. And every apology you make that is followed by but is a failure. Your apology should be sincere, as should be your intention to not cover people. I also think it's interesting that now you're going on some sort of break, but that wasn't newsworthy enough to be in your stream as far as I'm aware. Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got my cootie shot. Okay. I just have YouTube drama exhaustion. Too many people want to portray themselves as some sort of badasses who have some sort of power over others. Yeah. You're invisible to me. You don't exist. I won't talk about you. You won't talk about me. Well, why would you want that, Malice? If I don't have anything on you? Why are these silencing things so important? Control, control, control. Hello. We're pretty much wrapping up, unless anyone wants to talk about anything in particular. But I got some things to do before people start headed home. But the truth of the matter is, my content will come out as I see fit, as I have opinions about things. The only thing I intended to do before she decided to rant about me was make a kind of, would you guys prefer like introspection or an analysis of the whole situation? Because like, I'm thinking about portraying it as the way, things I learned, questions I still have, definitely, but what kind of style would you guys like, I guess. I also thought about making it a Reddit post, but I'm not gonna lie, I think that might be too big. Both, to be honest. Well, I also thought about applying the byte model to Malice. I'm still knee deep in my Illuminati byte model analysis. But I feel like Malice might be a quick and easy one, and if she wants to keep going, we can keep going. But I wanted to do an overview of some sort before I worried about that. But you can say I'm obsessed or a stalker or whatever you want. But one, that doesn't make it true. Two, those aren't real in your community. You don't believe in cyberbullying. So shut the fuck up. There is two Reddits. R snarking on Cassie has no rules, except for don't talk about Sam. And R this is me Cassie snark has rules, as far as I'm aware. Like no body shaming and stuff. I think that's hot diggity dog. That's a good start. Work does come before drama. Drama is like, you know, it's fun in passing, but you gotta know when to walk away. But making broad generalizations about people isn't the way to walk away. I'm just saying. Fair. I never remember why I need to go into town by the time I get there. Yeah, this is me, Cassie Snark, is the, I think, better one. You know, preferences, but it seems to me that one is a hug box designed around Malice and her friends, and one is kind of a little bit more all over the place, which I appreciate because different discussions are good. Though, I do have some experience modding, and, you know, it's not without its criticisms I could make, but there's a learning curve, and not everyone is, like, you know, Condemned Turtle. Condemned Turtle set the guideline for everything. Yeah. Sad part is I really enjoyed DMing streaming with Malice. She did orchestrate the drama between you two and tried to pin it on me when you bodied her in the debate. I'm just disappointed, really. Well, and Malice, I would love to just have a chat if you want to have like a good mediator, but maybe you were already angry. Prove to the audience that you can keep your cool. But I would prefer to do it like evidence to evidence if you'll give me time to schedule something, as opposed to just like trying to berate me while I come into a chat room. Because you weren't taunting me by making an alt account to specifically say, come say it in a live stream. Where when I came to the live stream and before I even had a chance to say anything because I didn't know the context of the conversation, you lost your shit. Yeah. I mean, bad look. If you want to do over, you want to mulligan, we can mulligan. I'm cool. I'm chill. We can vibe. But, you know, this isn't me asking you to panel up either. This is me saying that, you know, if you want to save your own credibility, I'm here. I'll talk to anyone. What's Archeck doing? I don't even see Archeck. What is happening in my chat? Archeck. What did I miss? Huh. All right. Well, timed out for 60 seconds is probably okay. If he doesn't return, I'll have questions for our check. I probably already have questions for our check, but we'll see. It could be made by Boo Boo, because he hasn't talked yet, so he might just have it on like his phone or something. Yeah, you were timed out. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Welcome back. I'm glad you're home. Like, there's, you know, things happen. I think YouTube Schizophrenic has shown a history, at least, of trying to make bygones let bygones be bygones. Well, we'll see if that continues. You know, as the same as if I act outrageous, I'm sure he'll cover me. It is the way. Because I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I don't believe in drama. They just want drama. This is drama. Criticism is drama, according to these people. But they are drama channels. Take your shit head on. Let's go. Well, that would be odd. Considering I've known Archeck for a very long time. Yeah, we can see who timed him out. It's probably a mistake. Archeck is cool. See? We can vibe. We're all good. Archeck stirring drama. That's what I should change the name to. Get all the clickbait. All the clout. Gimme, 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 gimme. Right? I don't know. Alright. I'm headed out. I hope y'all had a good time. I had a good time. I'm super stoned still. I'm gonna go make sure my goats are where they belong, as they do the thing they do. I'll be working on stuff. You know me. I make no real plans or promises of anything. It's not my style. Especially to internet people. We love the Valkyros, but come on now. Y'all are just crows. Squawking about. Plucking on the carry-on. Flying and cawing. Believe it or not, I don't create drama. I just stir what's already there. Good night, everyone. Well, I mean, I think everyone creates drama to a certain extent. Drama is the human way. But we can talk about why it's interesting and what we could do to be better. We're on public platforms. Speak publicly. Velcros! I don't know why I went all opera-y. It's fun, though. I didn't really have an exit thing. I could play my one thing again. Maybe. Where'd it go? Where is the razzle dazzle? It's gone, guys. Oh, I forgot. I had to do it as a video. Oh, well. It's gone now. Forever. Anyways. But yeah, I appreciate the Velcros. Thank you again, M60, for your $5 donation. That was fantastic. I do believe that was the first live donation I've ever caught. So that's fantastic. We have good times here, and I will try to be better at it in the future. You know, these things take time. I am just a swamp hag doing my swamp hag things. I hope everyone will stay frosty. I'm looking for something to, like, upload real quick. Oh, yeah. I could just... No, I couldn't upload that. That was a whole thing. Do I have the bad reputation? Maybe? Maybe. There's a comment. Have fun, everyone. Have a good day, y'all. Velcros represent, of course. Of course. Someday I'll figure out my life. My choices. Here, we'll do... Nope, wrong one. There we are, I think. Nope. Incorrect. As usual. Never a dull moment. Here, we'll just end on we'll end on our goat. I think that's going to be the best. Oh, gotta check some shit. Be careful out there. It's dangerous. Alright. Good day, folks.
I love my fans. and I love a good scandal. My crown, my crown. Everybody wants a piece of my crown. You need to calm down, tear me down. You sound jealous, that's sweet, but you'll never get a piece of my crown. You'll never get a piece. You sound jealous, that's sweet, but you'll never get a piece of my crown. I'm in the castle. I love